Hi, and welcome again to Caboose Fresh, and thanks for using us. For those of you that's not used this model before, I'll just explain a little bit about it before we get going. So you'll have received your bag with all your ingredients in, and in the bag you'll have a recipe sheet. On the recipe sheet, it gives you a little bit of preparation work to do. So I've already done that. For this dish in particular, this is the fish cakes. The preparation tasks that they make a little bit of mash, dry mashed potato, no milk or no butter or anything in it, and to bake the fish for 5 minutes in the oven. So that's done. We've been sitting now for 5-10 minutes just cooling down, and so we're pretty much ready to go. I've got all the rest of the stuff out, as you can see. So the idea is that I'm a complete novice. My name's Mark, and we've got our head chef Dan here. And I've never cooked this before, so like any of our fresh meals, I'm going to be cooking it here, and Dan's going to be talking me through exactly what to do, giving me hints and tips along the way. And every now and then we come across a little challenge, and Dan helps us overcome it. And that's the whole point of this. Is normally, if you're like me, sometimes if you follow a recipe, there can often be little bits missing, or you come up against something and you don't know how to overcome it. So the whole thing can fall to bits a little bit. So Dan, do you want to tell us a little bit about these fish cakes before we get cracking?
Yeah, there's nothing really special about them. Just the fish cakes that we have on in the restaurant, so they're just pretty simple. It's just to have a starter option on there, You buy fish cakes normally from Morrison's and places like that. It's just pure stodge. This is the idea. You can see what goes into it. You can flavour it, season it yourself. It's got a bit of Tabasco in as well, so it's got a little bit of a kick to it. It's just something different and something nice,
Okay, so yeah, you mentioned the starter. So these can be used as a starter, or they can be used as a nice light lunch, or maybe like a side salad or a bit of seasonal veg or something like that next
day.
Yeah,
I mean, you can even just have it for one person as a main course or whatever, There's just as a start. This is 2 starters for what we're doing, or like 2 light dishes.
Okay, right. Well, I'm ready to go, Dan. If you want to just tell me what I'm doing.
Yeah, no worries. So you've got the fish already roasted, which will be in the oven. This is all the SOP anyway, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that fish just needs to be flaked into the mash, which the mash shouldn't have any salt or anything in yet.
No, I've done nothing with it.
Right. So you'll add the mash and the fish into that bowl with a little bit of salt, and then you've got some Tabasco and Worcester sauce there. I think they're already mixed in the same tub. Is that right?
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're just gonna empty that into there with your salt and then a little lemon zest and parsley. Chopped parsley. Have you got that parsley already chopped there?
No, not yet.
Right.
So what else is going to be done?
Right, so you've got that in. You need the lemon zest, and then you need the chopped parsley in there, and you've got a pinch of salt in yet.
No.
Just add a little pinch of salt, just a tiny bit, and then you have your oven at 180. Have you got the oven on?
Yeah, the oven's all on.
Right, okay, no worries. And it's going to be served with wilted spinach, but you can serve this with tartar sauce. You can have it with ketchup. You can have it with whatever you like, but the way we're doing it is with a little bit of wilted spinach and just a wedge of lemon to squeeze over the top, which is optional as well.
Pinch of salt.
Yeah. Then
my fingers are wet. And then we're just mixing this up now.
Yeah, you need the chopped parsley in there as well.
All right, yeah. Parsley.
So just chop that rough. It looks like quite a bit there, but by the time you've chopped that down, they'll be next to out there. So that just has to be roughly chopped. It doesn't have to be anything. You don't have to be too precious with it. Parsley's really nice for any sort of fish, to be honest. Right, you've got that in. Right, then you just need to mix that up with your hands, and you're going to shape it into like the shape of 2 hockey pucks, because that's the only thing I can think of in that shape. Just small and round. Just make sure they're nice and compact, then flatten them out. Then you're going to pannier them, which means that you coat them in flour, egg, and breadcrumb. It's a French thing. It's what anything breaded. That's how it should be done. Flour first, then the egg, and then the breadcrumbs, and then they're going to be baked.
Okay, so just portion it into 2, yeah?
Yeah, portion it into 2, and then just flatten it out. Does it feel big enough, that?
Yeah, it's heavy.
For a starter, for example, that's But if you were going to have that as one big fish cake, you could it would be a lot bigger, obviously. Do you know what I mean? It would be enough for one person. See, that's a nice size, that, isn't it?
There you go.
Yeah, exactly. That's one. And the spinach that you've got there, the spinach will look like quite a lot, but like I say, you've seen it before, Mark. It will stand to absolutely nothing. That's why I've got a big full bowl there. Because by the time that's cooked off, it will right down, you know.
One of these is slightly bigger than the other, but I can't imagine it's going to make any difference. Will it?
No, well, I mean, the different cooking times will make a little bit of a difference, but you're not one that you really notice.
Oh, I'll just adjust it.
Alison will notice when you give her the small one and you get the big one.
Is that not what normally happens? Like, right. So what we're doing now?
Right. So you need to take that and then toss them both in the flour. Then take the excess flour off with your hands. You know, like you pass it back and forward between your hands just to knock the excess flour off. You're only putting that on there to protect it and coat it. So when you put it in the oven, it doesn't fall the bits. You know.
Oh, here's the mini chef.
Mini chef. All right, yeah. So once that's in there and you've knocked the flour off, it's going to go into the egg.
Okay. So into the egg.
Yeah. And then, if I'm right, I think it says on there to roast it in the oven for 8 minutes.
So I've got it in the egg. What am I doing now?
Yeah, just coat it completely in the egg.
Yeah.
Turn it around like that, yeah, and then let the egg run off it a bit, and then you're going to toss it in the breadcrumbs. But you don't want loads of egg on there. Let a little bit of the excess drip off because it's just going to go into the breadcrumbs, and it'll just make it all messy, you know. It can be a messy job this if you're not organised, like.
Yeah, I'm noticing that already. So do these need to be like completely covered?
But yeah, well, not too. You don't have to be too precious with it. I mean, as long as it should be completely covered. If you coat it all in the egg, then it will be completely covered. It'll be fine. That'll be about right now. You got enough there, have you?
Yeah.
Right, champion. And then just whack that on the tray, and you're going to roast that in the oven at 180 for 8 minutes. You can even flatten them down a little bit if you like. So we'll pause the video, and that'll go in the oven for 8 minutes. And then when they come out, you'll have a frying pan hot, and then you add a bit of butter to your frying pan, add the spinach with some salt, wilt that down, and then that's your meal ready. So if we stick the video on pause, Mark, once they've gone in the oven, and then we can start it again when you're going to cook the spinach.
Right, that's them in 8 minutes. Pretty easy, nice and messy, like, but yeah, they look lovely. So, okay, we'll come back then once they're ready to come out.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're back now. This is just about to come out of the oven, Dan. So what we're doing, just grab it out of the oven and then we'll take it from there. Oh, it's going.
Yeah, literally take it out of the oven, and then we'll sort the rest out. You can have that pan getting hot, mind. The frying pan.
Oh, wrong one.
So in the restaurant, we put them in the deep fryer, the fish cakes. Obviously, putting them in the oven at home, it won't be as golden brown, but they'll still be crispy.
They're bits of them nice and brown. They look nice. Yeah,
try turning it over. It may be coloured on the bottom side if you turn it over.
You just saying that so it's above my fingers, aren't you?
No, just use a lifter.
Nah, they're just the same.
As it is? Right.
They look absolutely fine.
Aye, right, spot on. Right, so just chuck the butter in that pan, Mark, when you're ready to go. And what I would say as well, when you wilt the spinach in the butter and you add a bit of salt, add the salt to it as soon as you put the spinach in the pan. Because if you wait until it's wilted, the salt will only go to one space in the spinach. If you add it when it's all full leaves, it'll distribute itself properly.
Right.
When you bring it off the heat, you'll have to drain it off a little bit in the pan because there's quite a lot of butter and moisture will come off it, you know what I mean? So just try and drain it off with a spoon. But normally in the restaurant, we'll use like a J cloth and press it.
Okay. So should I use some kitchen towel or?
You can, but you just drain it with a spoon, you'll be all right, like, you know.
So I don't need to chop the spinach or anything?
Nah, just chuck it in. You're ready to go in now, Mark? I would chuck it in now. But keep the butter going hot.
But it is hot on that one. It just heats up quicker on this one.
Uh-huh.
Chuck it in.
Yeah, go for it. Whole lot. And then add your salt now. Then just mix it around and wilt it. It'll only take about 30 seconds, like, but you need to mix it around with some tongs or a spoon or something. And keep the heat high. The idea is to wilt it as fast as you can, you know? That looks about ready, that, Mark.
Yeah. Happy?
Yeah, then just drain that off onto the plate. And then you're going to serve that with the fish cake and just a slice of lemon wedge. And just sit your fish cake on top of that.
There we go.
That's it.
Happy?
Aye. Easy enough.
Looks lovely, easy enough. I wouldn't have known where to start if you'd have told me to make fish cakes. So as easy as it is, you know, it's only easy if you know how, isn't it?
Aye, it is.
Yeah. So yeah, point is, if I can do it, then you can do it too. So hope you enjoy it. Dan, thanks again for your help and guidance through that. Lovely, tasty dish. They look quite big, so I think they'll be quite filling. So for a nice light lunch, a bit of salad on the side of that'll be lovely. But also, you know, it's a filling starter, so you won't be disappointed. Okay, right. Cheers. Thanks a lot, Dan.
Thank you.